destroyer, dragon of fire, master of desire, the key to controlling mankind, the passion of Mars and the beauty of the moon, with a human's heart. Rooster at the crack of dawn, you reach for him, but like smoke, he's gone. Cautious around strangers, always alert to danger. Clubs in the underworld, singing his name. Master of illusion, swimming through flames. Perfect performer, magnificent reformer. The devil himself, a disabled mastermind. The bull whose love is mine. Gigolo and juggalo, you know him, you just don't know him. He is, she is, they are, we are King Osmodius. That song is called King Osmodius. I'm going to do it 2 more times before moving on to the next song. Patient, observant, tempter, charming, seductive, destroyer, dragon of fire, master of desire, the key to controlling mankind, the passion of Mars and the beauty of the moon, with the human's heart. Rooster at the crack of dawn, you reach for him, but like smoke, he's gone. Cautious around strangers, always alert to danger. Clubs in the underworld, singing his name. Master of illusion, swimming through flames. Perfect performer, magnificent reformer. The devil himself, a disabled mastermind. The bull whose love is mine. Gigolo and juggalo, you know him, you just don't know him. He is, she is, they are, we are King Osmodius. That song is King Osmodius. Gonna do it 1 more time. Patient observer, tempter, charming, seductive, destroyer, dragon of fire, master of desire, the key to controlling mankind, the passion of Mars and the beauty of the moon, with the human's heart. Rooster at the crack of dawn, you reach for him, but like smoke, he's gone. Cautious around strangers, always alert to danger. Clubs in the underworld, singing his name. Master of illusion, swimming through flames. Perfect performer, magnificent reformer. The devil himself, a disabled mastermind. The bull whose love is mine. Gigolo and juggalo, you know him, you just don't know him. He is, she is, they are, we are King Osmodius. Alright, gonna move to the next song now. Actually, let's see. I've got like 2 people watching. I'll do it 1 more time. Why not? I feel like it. One more time on the King Osmodius song. Patient, observant, tempter, charming, seductive, destroyer, dragon of fire, master of desire, the key to controlling mankind, the passion of Mars and the beauty of the moon, with the human's heart. Rooster at the crack of dawn, you reach for him, but like smoke, he's gone. Cautious around strangers, always alert to danger. Clubs in the underworld, singing his name. Master of illusion, swimming through flames. perfect performer, magnificent reformer, the devil himself, a disabled mastermind, the bull whose love is mine. Gigolo and juggalo, you know him, you just don't know him. He is, she is, they are, we are King Osmodius. Alright, that song is King Osmodius. I'll move to the next one now. Looks like I have a couple comments, so I'll look at those. Muffy said, I like your face. Thank you, Muffy. And then Leeson says, bro, you are playing the same exact chord. Yeah, I know. You're right. Yeah, it's true. I am. Y'all gotta start somewhere. Alright. This next one. Alright, I think I will do this one first next. This one is called Baphomet's Boobs. Baphomet's boobs symbolize humanity. Baphomet's boobs make them appear more cuddly. Baphomet's boobs look good with their beard. Baphomet's boobs are the best boobs. Baphomet's boobs are warm and soft. I love Baphomet's boobs. Baphomet without boobs is not my Baphomet. Giving the sabbatical coat or Azazel boobs is the best thing since sliced bread, and is actually older than sliced bread. Baphomet reminds us there's nothing wrong with being a gender diverse entity with a beard and boobs. I'll do that one 2 more times. It's called Baphomet's Boobs. Baphomet's boobs symbolize humanity. Baphomet's boobs make them appear more cuddly. Baphomet's boobs look good with their beard. Baphomet's boobs are the best boobs. Baphomet's boobs are warm and soft. I love Baphomet's boobs. Baphomet without boobs is not my Baphomet. Giving the sabbatical coat or Azazel boobs is the best thing since sliced bread, and is actually older than sliced bread. Baphomet reminds us there's nothing wrong with being a gender diverse entity with a beard and boobs. Alright, gonna do that one more time. That song is Baphomet's Boobs. Baphomet's boobs symbolize humanity. Baphomet's boobs make them appear more cuddly. Baphomet's boobs look good with their beard. Baphomet's boobs are the best boobs. Baphomet's boobs are warm and soft. I love Baphomet's boobs. Baphomet without boobs is not my Baphomet. Giving the sabbatical coat or Azazel boobs is the best thing since sliced bread, and is actually older than sliced bread. Baphomet reminds us there's nothing wrong with being a gender diverse entity with a beard and boobs. Alright, let me check the comments. Last time I played that one, someone said, oh my, and then my phone immediately fell off the stand. It was really funny. Let's see. Rainbow says gay. Yes, Rainbow. Accurate. Let's see. And then Eric Lewis says sing it. Thank you, Eric. Let's see. This next song is called Krampus. It's a Christmas song. Krampus is a Germanic folk entity that is like the opposite or anti-Santa. Krampus not has come and gone. The men got drunk and slapped each other's heads in all night long. There's no snow here, but rain falls all the day. December is still young. Krampus is still on his way. You thought you'd escaped him in moving away. Little did you know he's on world tour. Krampus has gone global. Krampus, you can't escape. Make sure you're not naughty, or he'll come to take you away. The anti-Santa is here to sow and reap fear. Krampus has gone global. Krampus is coming here. Yes, Krampus is coming here. That song is called Krampus. Gonna do it 2 more times. Krampus not has come and gone. The men got drunk and slapped each other's heads in all night long. There's no snow here, but rain falls all the day. December is still young. Krampus is still on his way. You thought you'd escaped him in moving away. Little did you know he's on world tour. Krampus has gone global. Krampus, you can't escape. Make sure you're not naughty, or he'll come to take you away. The anti-Santa is here to sow and reap fear. Krampus has gone global. Krampus is coming here. Yes, Krampus is coming here. All right, one more time on that one. That's called Krampus. Krampus not has come and gone. The men got drunk and slapped each other's heads in all night long. There's no snow here, but rain falls all the day. December is still young. Krampus is still on his way. You thought you'd escaped him in moving away. Little did you know he's on world tour. Krampus has gone global. Krampus, you can't escape. Make sure you're not naughty, or he'll come to take you away. The anti-Santa is here to sow and reap fear. Krampus has gone global. Krampus is coming here. Yes, Krampus is coming here. All right, I think I got a few comments. Let me check those. And someone says King Cove's little bro. Yeah, I found out about who that is recently. Rest in peace to King Cobra. Only found out recently. A few people followed me from that guy. Let's see. Tell me the chord so I can play banjo. And then someone says he's a good guy in reference to King Cobra. Yep. I wasn't a fan of his. I just found out about him very recently from people commenting on my videos, comparing us. But I from what I saw, I just kind of looked him up and saw a little bit on YouTube. He seemed like a nice guy. Seemed like the kind of guy I would have vibed with. All right, gonna move to another song now. This one is called A Love Song for Satan. Samael, my angel of death. but what do they know? Treat someone as evil, then how can they grow? King Payman, my angel of music, they say that you're evil, you're not to me. Maybe I've seen a side of you they never got the chance to see. You say Satan's evil, that he used to be grand, the most beautiful angel till he went against some plan. Satan's not evil, he's in you and me. The angel of death, he sings and is free. King Belial, they say that you're evil, but you've always been a friend to me. King Osmodius, so the stories they tell, but mine are less harsh. The most beautiful, empathetic men who I've ever seen, they say that you're evil. They say I am too, because more than anything else, my heart belongs to you. I think I'll do that one more time. And the song is A Love Song for Satan. Samael, my angel of death, they told me you're evil, but what do they know? Treat someone as evil, then how can they grow? King Payman, my angel of music, they say that you're evil, you're not to me. Maybe I've seen a side of you they never got the chance to see. You say Satan's evil, that he used to be grand, the most beautiful angel till he went against some plan. Satan's not evil, he's in you and me. The angel of death, he sings and is free. King Belial, they say that you're evil, but you've always been a friend to me. King Osmodius, so the stories they tell, but mine are less harsh. The most beautiful, empathetic men who I've ever seen, they say that you're evil. They say I am too, because more than anything else, my heart belongs to you. Let's see if I got any comments, so I'll respond. Let's see. This person, Your Corp, says, your singing is good. Keep going. Thank you, Your Corp. There will be more music in a moment. Isaias Johnson says, hi. Thank you. Hi, Johnson. All right, moving to the next song. This next one will be on keyboard. I remember you, but you don't remember me. I've been watching over you ever since you were 3. A past life connection, I loved you so dearly. I remember you, if only you remembered me. A warrior in my army, an angel most profound. We fought, we loved, we laughed, then you fell to the ground. Throughout your many lives, I've seen them come and go. I know you, but I'm someone you don't know. Then you grew, I watched you cry, wishing I could dry your eyes. I wish you could see how much you mean to me. My little spark, you hold my heart. I won't forget you, my love. I remember you, if only you remembered me. That song is called I Remember You, and it's written from the perspective of a spirit guide watching over a spirit, and the spirit doesn't know who they are, doesn't remember them, but the spirit that's watching the person remembers them. This next one is called Marriage Ballad to Satan. I love you now and forever. I love you always forever. You're mine. All of my wizards across time. If only I could take in every single one, every hopeless daughter, every abandoned son, every single soul. I'd carry everyone, teach them how to battle and burn brighter than the sun. You all call me Satan, but I'm not the only one. For when you look into a mirror, you should see the demiurges, you, and you are still my loves. I love you always forever. I love you now and forever. You're mine. And that song is Marriage Ballad to Satan. This next one, I'm going to switch back to guitar, but first I'm going to check the comments. Dangles and Dirty Sauce said, "Are you a boy or girl?" A good question, Dangles. I am a demon. I'm a sorcerer, actually. Let's see. Someone said, "Greetings from Scotland." That's from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Dangle said, "Play some K-pop." I can't play any K-pop. It's not really my genre. I don't really know what my genre is, but it's not that. John says, John Tyrell says, "Wishing you a most joyous Yuletide season, replete with merriment and felicious cheer, as we partake in the splendid festivities of the auspicious Christmas season." Thank you so much for that, John. That is so kind of you to say that. Thank you. Happy Yule to you as well. I mean, happy Yuletide season to you as well. And Dangles is like, "Can you try and do some K-pop at least?" I mean, I don't even know, like, barely. No, I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot. I'm not the right live for that. I apologize. I'm not the right musician for that. Dangles and Dirty Sauce. And then freaking this guy trying to, like, there's this guy, I haven't said anything about him until this moment. Ryan keeps trying to, like, convert me to Jesus in my comment section. It might not show up when I save the video. I don't know if it actually shows the comments. Sometimes YouTube has issues with that for whatever reason. But yeah, there's this guy trying to convert me to Christ. That's not gonna work on me, Ryan. I used to be Christian. I've also been atheist. You're not gonna convert me to either Christianity or deconvert me to atheism. I've already done both, been there, done that. It's not my cup of tea for either. Ryan says, "Turn to Christ. Turn your life to Christ." Ryan, turn your life to Satan. Have you heard of Baphomet before? Have you heard of Eliphas Levi before? Let's see. FF Plumbing says, "I was just at a trampoline park and this kid told me he's moving to California and I was happy as fuck." Good for you, FF Plumbing. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do one on guitar now. In my mind, I'm a wizard king with blue skin, horns, and rainbow wings. I rule the realm where I'm at peace. I make love with jinn, demons, angels, and dance in the trees. You don't know me, but I'd like to know you. I'd like to work my magic on you, to feel your heart beneath my head, to touch your skin while you lay in my bed. I was a child, tortured and trapped, an outcast, a scapegoat, a friendless rat. I taught myself the kindness they lacked. I'd like to spread love between demons and men, to wrap them in my warmth again and again. Hell doesn't scare me, ignorance does. One way to fight ignorance is by spreading my love. This song is called In My Mind. I'm going to do it 2 more times. Maybe that'll get rid of some of the people in the frickin' comments. In my mind, I'm a wizard king with blue skin, horns, and rainbow wings. I rule a realm where I'm at peace. I make love with jinn, demons, angels, and dance in the trees. You don't know me, but I'd like to know you. I'd like to work my magic on you, to feel your heart beneath my head, to touch your skin while you lay in my bed. I was a child, tortured and trapped, an outcast, a scapegoat, a friendless rat. I taught myself the kindness they lacked. I'd like to spread love between demons and men, to wrap them in my warmth again and again. Hell doesn't scare me, ignorance does. One way to fight ignorance is by spreading my love. One more time on that. That is In My Mind. In my mind, I'm a wizard king with blue skin, horns, and rainbow wings. I rule a realm where I'm at peace. I make love with jinn, demons, angels, and dance in the trees. You don't know me, but I'd like to know you. I'd like to work my magic on you, to feel your heart beneath my head, to touch your skin while you lay in my bed. I was a child, tortured and trapped, an outcast, a scapegoat, a friendless rat. I taught myself the kindness they lacked. I'd like to spread love between demons and men, to wrap them in my warmth again and again. Hell doesn't scare me, ignorance does. One way to fight ignorance is by spreading my love. Okay, let's see. All right. Slushbox says, I said, maters, taters, black-eyed peas, but in the bathtub, it'll be all right tomorrow. That's oddly poetic, Slushbox. I don't like the sound of a tuned guitar either, Snake said. Yeah, I tune it to itself. Yep. Caught me there. Ryan is still here and saying, the Lord Jesus Christ will always take you back. Have you read, let me think. Have you read The Dark Arts by Richard Cavendish? I think that's probably one way I could summarize my own religion. My religion, I think, is accurately represented by The Dark Arts by Richard Cavendish. All right, I'm going to move to the next song now. So you've decided this world is built from illusion, and you'd rather not be here at all. You've decided the pain of life that you once held is that of a bitter old corny clown's fall. You've decided the whole world is crazy, and especially you most of all. You've decided you'd rather be lazy than waste your life caught up in the thrall. So where does this leave you? What is the point? Why keep on trying at all? Oh, but I'm happy as can be when the masks that they will see are the ones that I've chosen now once and for all. It's my game now, it's mine. The dice and the cards are all splayed out. Now the rolls are all clear, and I can break them, my dear, for this world was never more than fake. Yes, I'm moving on to the roles I'll put on in this twisted menageries masquerade. And that song is called Is This the End? There's a completely different version of it on our first album, which you can find in the playlist that I think is called One the Desperate Madman on our YouTube channel. All right, looks like I might have a couple more comments. This one's from Deepin's Wived. Asks, are you a boy or girl? I'm actually a sorcerer or demon. Yeah. Or Ginny. Yeah. Let's see. And then Zestrosa says hi. Hi, Zestrosa. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to go back on guitar for this next one. This one is called Shaol. I might do it between 1 to 3 times depending on my mood. There's a place where the dead rest, a place in your head, a void in your mind, a grave and a bed, dark, abstract, comfortable, beautiful and cold, the Grim Reaper's realm, the land of the dead. It's not a place of torment, though demons live there too, and the demons who rule Shaol, they're the same ones ruling you. And if you face them honestly and overcome their tests, then hell's not a place of torment, it's a big neon party for the dead. All right, I'm going to do that one 2 more times since it's a short one. Again, the song is called Shaol. There's a place where the dead rest, a place in your head, a void in your mind, a grave and a bed, dark, abstract, comfortable, beautiful and cold, the Grim Reaper's realm, the land of the dead. It's not a place of torment, though demons live there too, and the demons who rule Shaol, they're the same ones ruling you. And if you face them honestly and overcome their tests, then hell's not a place of torment, it's a big neon party for the dead. Last time. There's a place where the dead rest, a place in your head, a void in your mind, a grave and a bed, dark, abstract, comfortable, beautiful and cold, the Grim Reaper's realm, the land of the dead. It's not a place of torment, though demons live there too, and the demons who rule Shaol, they're the same ones ruling you. And if you face them honestly and overcome their tests, then hell's not a place of torment, it's a big neon party for the dead. And that is Shaol. Before I move on to the next song, I'm going to check the comments briefly. Autumn Blaze says, a random note, but I've been learning, I've noticed that Shaol is probably related to the verb shayal, lishal, and then puts the Hebrew meaning to ask, a question. Ooh, That's not random, Autumn. That's actually completely on topic for the song. Thank you so much for sharing that. I like that. Let's see. Trying to. All right. Looks like I have a few more comments. Brooke Loves God says, I just finished praying for you. Yeah, don't do that. Please do not unconsensually pray for someone who has not asked for your prayer. That's actually using the name of your God to do something that is against your God, because if you're forcibly like praying for someone who did not ask for that, that would be taking the Lord's name in vain. So don't do that, actually, because I didn't ask for that, and I don't want your prayer. Satan's praying for you too, Brooke. Let's see. Let's see. Religion was created when the first con man met the first fool. I probably would have agreed with that back when I was an anti-theist. Haven't been in a while. And then this person, let's see. Brooke says, based off of your music, I can tell you've most likely been through a lot and have a lot of anger built up. I am begging you to turn to the Lord only because I can see your potential happiness. I'm actually way, way happier now at this point in my life as a sorcerer than I ever was when I was either atheist or Christian. But thank you, Brooke, for your concern. Let's see. Tony says 666, 666. Let's see. Steven says, which way are you transitioning, bro? Well, I'm a gender fluid trans man, so I think that should answer that question. Autumn says, I liked the song. Thank you so much, Autumn. Well, I mean, you have a very different definition of taking the Lord's name in vain than I do, Brooke. That's fairly obvious. But since I don't worship your God anyways, I'm not sure why that should matter to you. Okay. Well, Steven, you wouldn't have even known, considering you had to ask first to begin with. So I could have just as easily had said that I'm transitioning to be a woman, and you would have told me I'm not a real woman. You couldn't tell until I said anything, so I'm not really going to care about your opinion. Let's go on to the next song now. Oh, but you guys can always tell, huh? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl, I'm a demon and a sorcerer. Blind world, hungry vultures, ravenous wolves, loathe. Binding ties, blood's not thicker than water. Break my ties and go. You tell me I'm worthless, then spread hate to my name. Your own words are your undoing. Your vitriol can't cure your pain. You pretend yourself my master. Hit him till he flinches at your name. You may not leave visible scars, but you still have scars on their brains. The song is called Break My Chains. Gonna do it 2 more times. Blind world, hungry vultures, ravenous wolves, loathe. Binding ties, blood's not thicker than water. Break my ties and go. You tell me I'm worthless, then spread hate to my name. Your own words are your undoing. Your vitriol can't cure your pain. You pretend yourself my master. Hit him till he flinches at your name. You may not leave visible scars, but you still have scars on their brains. One more time for that. That's Break My Chains. Blind world, hungry vultures, ravenous wolves, loathe. By binding ties, blood's not thicker than water. Break my ties and go. Tell me I'm worthless, then spread hate to my name. Your own words are your undoing. Your vitriol can't cure your pain. You pretend yourself my master. Hit him till he flinches at your name. You may not leave visible scars, but you still left scars on their brains. All right. So I think instead of looking at the comments, I'm actually going to move to the next song. I'll play that and then I'll look at the comments. Let's see. Could do this one. I want to do this one instead. This one is called Veilfor, and it's dedicated to Veilfor from the Ars Goetia, or Lesser Key of Solomon. Veilfor, the Duke of Thieves, Veilfor from Solomonic sorcery, crawling around and scavenging. Veilfor, he is cute to me, has sharp teeth and opossum rat's feet. Veilfor appears like a large-ass mink to me. He's kind and cool with huge eyes and shaggy fur. Veilfor at your local store, stealing cheese and food. Stealing as resistance to free oneself from binds. Veilfor is beautiful to me. Veilfor loves me. All right, I'm going to do that one more time, I think. Veilfor, the Duke of Thieves, Veilfor from Solomonic sorcery, crawling around and scavenging. Veilfor, he's cute to me, has sharp teeth and opossum rat's feet. Veilfor appears like a large-ass mink to me. He's kind and cool with huge eyes and shaggy fur. Veilfor at your local store, stealing cheese and food. Stealing as resistance to free oneself from binds. Veilfor is beautiful to me. Veilfor loves me. All right, that song is for Veilfor. Now I'll check the comments. But actually, I think first I'm actually gonna set up my next song, and then I'll check the comments, so I don't have to flip through to it later. I'll do that one, yeah. Let's see how long I've been live for as well. I've been live for like 40 minutes, which is actually significantly longer than I usually go for, but I guess since I have a lot of people watching right now, I'll actually stay for now. Steven says autism is rough. Yeah, it is. It is rough. I am autistic. Madlam Adam says, can you do Safe in Your Skin by Title Fight? I don't know that song. People are asking me for requests. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Great, another one chord ass song. I mean, you know, if you wanna make your own music, you should go do that. You have to start somewhere. I'm gonna make music that I want to make. Marmaduke says, ignore these haters. Honestly, I live in a house full of autistic members, and I've learned autism is really just a beautiful behind the difficulty. Yeah, thank you, Marmaduke. Yeah, I really appreciate that. It can be beautiful. I myself was late diagnosed with autism, so I know that is definitely a struggle that I deal with. And yeah, like it is really something I don't feel like a lot of people understand. So I really appreciate that, Marmaduke. And then Madam says, it's a good one chord ass song. Thank you, Madame Lamb Adam. I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Doofenshmirtz would never be trolling random people's comment sections, actually, so I'm gonna remove that guy for being character inaccurate. Yeah, you just lost your comment privileges. Steven says, I diagnosed you immediately. Actually, I was diagnosed when I was like 20, I think, but it was like in the year 2021. And then Michael says, so much appreciation. Thank you. Um, let's see. And then Marmaduke says, see, I'm major proud then because late diagnoses are difficult to navigate. It really is. It really is honestly pretty difficult to navigate late diagnosis. I was raised under a false diagnosis. I grew up my entire life thinking I had a completely different thing. I am diagnosed with both autism and DID, and I was diagnosed later in life. A lot of people don't know this, but with DID specifically, it's like 7 years in medical treatment. 7 years of already being in medical treatment before people in the USA are diagnosed with that, which honestly I truly believe is a failure of the healthcare system. And then Steven asks if I was like BLM too. Like, do you mean like with the protesters that happened? The protests happened pretty close to me. I would do more protesting if I could drive. With my DID and autism, I'm not. I don't personally feel the way it impacts me that I'm equipped to drive, but I support protesting. Steven's like, how many COVID vaccines did you get? I don't remember, like 2, I think. And then Michael says treatment means medication. Actually, for DID, it doesn't. For DID systems, some of us can be medicated, some of us cannot be medicated. I am among the DID systems that cannot be medicated. That's actually because of the way that our brains function as DID systems, medicine affects us differently than it does to people who don't have that disability or who don't experience plurality of consciousness. So for people who do not experience plurality of consciousness, that it has like dissociative amnesic barriers in between it, the way medicine affects those people is going to be different to the way that medicine affects DID systems. So that's actually why I'm not medicated, but I was for most of my life when I was living under a false diagnosis. Let's see. Marmaduke says I was diagnosed with ADHD, but that was because I had an overemphasis. My symptoms I'd had to overemphasize my symptoms just so they'd finally listen to me. Lol, but even so, they have given me the diagnosis, luckily. Yeah, I know it can be really hard to get a diagnosis in the USA if you're living in the USA because the healthcare system here, it's very hit or miss. It's sort of like dating. To find a right care provider can be really hard. That's definitely a part of the difficulty. And then Jared says, do you know if you tap your index finger in front of your tooth while looking up, it convinces your brain that it's tasting salt? Matt says, uh-huh. And then Michael says, can you sue the doc regarding the false diagnosis? I live in poverty. If I had the kind of money to sue anyone, I would sue the people who gave me DID in the first place, because DID is actually a trauma-based disability directly connected to childhood CPTSD. Not everyone who goes through childhood trauma is going to develop DID. Some people, specifically people who are not emotionally assisted through trauma, might develop DID. So regarding the one who falsely diagnosed me before I got the accurate diagnosis of DID, I wouldn't sue him, but I've thought about it. If I had the kind of money to sue anyone, I would be suing the people who abused me as a child to the point of having DID. But I don't have that kind of money, and the legal system in the USA is not very good. I'm gonna go to the next song now. I've been live for like a while. This actually might be the longest I've ever been live. This video is going to take forever to upload once it's like done recording the live. I think I'm going to do like one more song and then I'll probably end the live after that. So just because I've been live for like the longest I've ever been live, I think. But this is probably also like I've had a lot of engagement this time. So thank you all. I'm going to do this song. This song is called Demi. They say that you were a mistake, that you should never have been born. They say that you're a thief, ignorant and deformed. They say that you're created us and the universe, that you're the root of sin. A Gnostic Luciferian told me I knowingly worship evil. I tried to explain true evil is within. We have the same God by different names. When I first heard your story, I felt sad and I felt angry. So much blood stained the land, so many lives lost to Saturn. I had vivid, lucid nightmares after reading the Apocryphon of John. But I don't believe that if the Sethians were right, that if you are Samael, that you could be the root of all this evil. I don't see it the way they do. Because if you are Samael, then I am in love with you. Cosmic evil is impossible. All the monsters, they are us. But if you really are Samael, then I forgive you. You're long forgiven. You are enough. All right. Let's see. All right. Thank you all who watched my music today and engaged. Goodbye.